Yep. So let's dive into this. September 21st. I am not waiting for September 21st for it to be considered fall in my book. I can't. We are sitting at opening range. So opening range right here is where we're at. This is where we opened on Sunday. Let's take this one, make it our low. This is obviously the low of yesterday. We might tap into that, to be honest. And this is our high. We're going to leave that little opening range as our high. High and low. What's the 4 hour looking like? Four hours looking like the 4 hour. Yeah, it looks like the 4 hour chart. There's nothing really different about it. We kind of have like a little resistance here. Let's see if we hold that up still. Yeah, that 15-minute chart did hit take profit. So that was very nice. Yeah. This is just the opening range, so I can put it to this color. Yeah, I have it all at. There you go. So this is our high and low of the day. Check your internet, refresh if your TradingView is frozen. Hey. $9.27, and it looks like we are gonna have another break. I think I'm gonna take this one. If I can get my mouse back. I'm not in yet. All right, now I'm in. Mhm. Pulling the break even because market's about to open here in a minute. Market is open. I got $300 on 2 contracts out of that. Pretty happy with it. Well, I am done. That was a quick move, quick scalp. We got another 1 minute. Just all together, just beautifully flowed. Very happy with it. How much time do we have left in that 5 minute? Oh, we have a 5 minute candle signal. Still got 3 minutes left. See where we go. Now you could always take this because I know some of you asked me you like to look at the timing of the 5 minute candle. We could always take this and make this the 1 minute chart. So then you could kind of see where that 1 minute chart's playing around. Just seeing what that 1 minute wants to do. Oh, it looks like we're pushing up on everything. Yeah, I think I'm done at 600 right now. That's 600 across 10 accounts. So basically my average $1,000 day on 5 accounts. 10, 10 accounts. 10 Apex accounts, they're live. So still a beautiful day. Thank you. Yeah, I got those Apex challenges the other day. They were 90% off. I see some of you guys grab some too. And um, I just leveraged their $18 per account it was, and then $85 until September 4th. I did get some challenges, so I should switch all my accounts over to challenges and get these challenges passed. So I have 20 accounts. I'm using NinjaTrader. I'm actually really liking it. I'm getting used to it again. That way, once I find my rhythm here, then I will do a video on it. And I'm not like switching up on you guys later. I want to figure out if this is the exact setup I like and what I'm looking at more than others. And then we can do a video on it. You bought 5 Apexes. I actually used the Apex copier. I've never had any issues with it. I found it to be pretty simple. I like it. I know some people like to use Replenko or something. I don't even know. I probably butchered that, but whatever. I don't I don't really see a problem with the Apex one. Okay. Now, let's get to, and I'm going to show you the ATMs I have set up as well when I do that. Oh, Apex must have not registered my challenges. It says I can't even use them. Okay. So I can't have 20 accounts yet. I just want to go trade on them. And it was like, no, not allowed to do that. Okay. Well, that's something to figure out for another day. I gotta go put it all back again. What's the deal on the Apex account? You can have 20 accounts total. Trying to figure out what's going on with my challenger. Okay. See here. I had to refresh everything. Yeah, we're probably waiting on 10 a.m. I'm just gonna sit around here, wait for a minute. Probably get a buy signal if we turn around. What is Nitro doing? I don't know what Nitro is doing. Yeah, it ended yesterday. I started a new 15-minute candle. So we got our 15-minute opening range right here. You want me to show more of the 1 minute candles here? Okay. Well, I guess we could do that. So you can kind of see where the 1 minute is going. Let's display 8 candles. Get a little better display for you. I am going to push this off the side just a little bit more. There you go. That's kind of what the 1 minute chart's looking for the past 8 candles. I wouldn't take a 5 minute candle hack like this because I don't see enough momentum here in my book, and we have been wicking out this whole area here. So I would want to see a break below this before we do that. Oops. Yes, so far my nitro has made $21 today. Thank you. So I don't know where I got this shirt. Literally, I got this at a Goodwill when I was broke years ago, like 7 years ago, 8 years ago. So I can't tell you where it's from. I just know it was like $3 at Goodwill. It was a nice shirt. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest about it. No, I'm just gonna tell you guys like some fancy place so it makes me look good. No, I got my shirt at Goodwill 8 years ago. I was broke at one point and I like this shirt. I don't believe that when you hit a certain amount of money that you need to like buy designer clothes. I think that's stupid. My entire wardrobe is mostly Target. Yeah, but I'm a mom. I'm not here to flaunt all these bags and luxury clothes. My entire wardrobe. Know what? That's my husband. Actually, not Costco. It's BJ's. He fell in love with these shorts there, and we found shirts along the way, and he's like, "Get the ball from there. I don't care." Honestly, the only way to be, in my opinion. Oh, thank you. I was going to wear your bracelet today, Brittany, that you got me, but it kept banging on the table. It was very loud. Brittany got me a bracelet for Christmas, and it has all my children's name on it. And I absolutely love this bracelet. But if I'm sitting at my desk, it's the most annoying bracelet to wear. I don't go anywhere, not because I can't, but by choice. I don't really need Dior to walk out to feed the chickens. Oh my goodness. No, we don't need that. It does. Oh, the annoying part should remind get out of here. Well, one of our people inside of Nitro said he's $1,800 away from fully passing his challenge. Thank you, Katrina and Nitro, aka Wally. Wally, my kids are obsessed with that. Nitro's been great. You know, I must have said something on the live stream here yesterday because the moment I called everybody out, you all must have Nitro and the indicators, or a lot of you do. Because once I did that, everyone started posting their results yesterday. Like, you can't just say something when we're in drawdown and then not say anything when we're all winning. Yeah, everyone came back and they were like, yeah, we made money. I'm like, yeah, of course you did. I missed hanging out with you guys. I missed you too. Nitro made me $725 yesterday. I know. We were talking about it. She could not believe it. She started out with $1,000 account, and now that $1,000 account is at 5,000. No, you're not supposed to trade it if you can't handle it. If you're gonna freak out, don't trade it. Just turn it off. Because I don't want to have people just freaking out for no reason. Because there's two different types of traders. There's traders that let it happen, and then there's traders that just micromanage the crap out of it to the point to where it all works out in the end anyway, but they watch it so much that they stress themselves out. Then they go in the chat, they piss everybody off because they're just upset over what it's doing, when if you're upset over what it's doing, then you should just manually trade because it all works out in the end and it all does good. So just stop watching it. But if you can't stop watching it and you have to watch it, then just turn it off the first week of the month. So that's what I tell people is if you can't handle the stress of it the first week of the month, that's the most volatile time, just shut it off. Yes, that stop watching it and let it go. Yeah, that's it's funny. One of the guys in the chat said, I realized with Katrina's bots over the years that it wasn't the bot, it was me. And like me as in like the actual client having struggles just letting it be and ignoring it because they just watched it so much and micromanaged it so much that they stressed themselves out and then they didn't make it an enjoyable process. Just let it be. I agree. People forget that it's a bot. Just leave it alone and allow the odds to play out. Exactly. I mean, last week I had a couple big losses. This week I recovered all those losses and I'm in big profit. So it was just you win some, you lose some. Yeah, this 10 a.m. is coming around. What's going on at 10? Job openings. It's Wednesday? I didn't even know it was Wednesday. Yeah, we're moving down. See. Where are the sellers at? Come on. Maybe they did not do the back check testing as suggested. I try to tell people. Market's so undecided right now. It's insane. Mm-hmm. And I am is here. Yeah, there is the signal. Looks like we're moving up. See if we continue. No, I'm done trading. I did 600 across my accounts. I'm done. It's ranging anyway. I'm glad to be in and out of that. No, it's not over. Somebody said that they just got kicked from the live stream. Uh, I like to stick between 3 to 5 contracts for everything. I am so glad that we got that break. So glad we got that break. Yeah, we're kind of just hanging out here. Just waiting for this to play out. I probably won't send any more signals. Hold on 1 second. You're up $616 across 4 Top Step funded accounts. Congratulations. That's so awesome. Thank you for the reminder. I actually stopped. What the heck? Top Step came out with a back the funded opportunity where if you fail your account, like if you fail your Express accounts, you can reactivate them for the price of $499. And you have 6 days to do it. That's a lot of friggin' money. Yeah. It's back the funded. Boy, I know they're gonna make a lot of money on that. They're gonna have a lot of people doing that. Yeah, I lost my 50Ks. Know how I told you I got 150Ks? I lost my 50Ks. It's telling me I can reactivate my 50Ks for $499 each. And if you want your 150Ks back, it's $729 each. I could throw up. That is gross. Yeah, each. I'd rather just pass a challenge again. Yeah, that's no, I'd rather just go pass a challenge. No thanks. I'm not interested. don't think he wants to break those highs. Yeah, my pivot points are up. I don't think we're not near a pivot point. We're just sitting in the middle. I like when we're near pivot points because it's most likely a reversal in those areas. It really depends on how you treat your trading accounts. If you're doing it like a business playing devil's advocate, you could write off $400 fee as an expense and then have the capital back and start making money sooner. Instant funded accounts are pretty much the same price-ish, maybe a little less, depends on what you want. Yeah, I know that what is that company called? Top One Funded or Top One Futures? They're pretty much like that. Back to funded. That's insanity. And like I figured we would come back down to this area only because that 4 hour does not have a wick that's big enough on the other side. We tapped into those highs, took out what we could there liquidity wise, and we are probably gonna push down here or to at least this area. We did end that 4 hour candle as a red candle. Or at least leave a wick down to this area. Yeah, you could have caught a re-entry if you wanted. I mean, that was from our same signal that hit take profit earlier, but the signal was already done. You could have seen the reversal from a mile away. Kind of figured it was going to happen. But around this time, I'm usually done. I don't like to give signals out this late. I like to give signals out in the first 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, someone just said this morning that they passed 2 phases of their prop firm account, and it was a 200K prop firm, so they had to make $10,000 each on each account or something like that. It was like $10,999 profit he had, and he had to do the 2 phase, and he passed that in under an hour using the indicators last night. Like, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know, I like to try to see both sides. I'm sure they have people. Yeah. I mean, if you were like somebody that had an accidental day, a really hard day, and you worked really hard for those fundeds and you were willing to pay the $499 and you're actually like super careful with it, yeah, you could just pay the $499, get your accounts back, and just eat it. but know that you'll get your payouts because your win rate is that good that you just had a random full tilt day or you had a hard day. So yeah, I could see where you would want to pay the $499 just to get that done. I could see that. Not me, but not that I could never fathom that. I rather go through the challenge and get it cheaper. Maybe I'm just cheap, but that's why I have what I have because I'm cheap and I like to save money and I rather go through the learning curve of it, and that's just what I like to do. Yeah, I like higher return on investment. Exactly. Business terms. That's me. I don't like to blow money. I go out to, I went to Target the other day and I look at all sorts of things that I want to put in the new kitchen and I'm like, yeah, that looks nice, but I look at it and I see that's like $70. I'm like, yeah, I don't need that. And like I still think like that because I know how fast money can go out the door and I also know how things that are not worth it are so overpriced these days, but I was also always cheap. When I first met my husband, I went, we were together for like 7 months and I wore these flats until they were like run into the ground. And I was pregnant, really pregnant. And no, we were together for over a year at that point. And he goes, I need you to go inside TJ Maxx and go get some shoes. And I come back out 20 minutes later with no shoes. And he's like, why don't you have shoes? I'm like, because they were too expensive. He goes, how much were they? I was like, $35. He's like, no. And he got out of the car and walked in the store with me. And he's like, what shoes did you get? And I was like, these ones, but they're too expensive. And he's like, you're getting them. And he made me go get them. And we walked out of the store and he's like, you need to stop with that. He's like, there's a hole in the bottom of your shoe. So I'm a pain with spending money. If it's not making me money, I'm not spending it. Yeah, that's that's how I am. They are cheap. Well, to me, they weren't cheap at the time. $35 wasn't cheap at the time for me. So what was this? 2017? A long time ago. This market looks like garbage. I'm so glad I'm done trading. So happy. This is also why we scalp. Because imagine just holding out in the trade through all of this for this big long move. Nope, not doing it. Yeah, it's just bouncing. So I'm gonna get off of here. We're done for the day. Today was a good day. We got in right at market open, right before market open, actually. Caught a nice little break like we did yesterday. Hit full take profit. I was targeting these lows because I figured we'd take those out. We were just ranging in that area anyway. So that is another way you can find your take profits is just look for the nearest low. You don't have to go like all the way down here. Just look for the nearest low and you could see that was more than enough points, ticks, whatever you call it, to make money. That was beautiful. Exactly what we needed. And we were done for the day. So don't feel like you need to have like this massive trade. Scalping is awesome. You can make a lot of money with it. Keep your risk low. I don't risk any more than actually on Ninja Trader, I'm not risking any more than 400. So 400 is my stop loss. My take profit is 1500. I trailed, so I ended up making $600. I'm in, I'm out of the market, and I'm done for the day. So yes, with 3 contracts, my stop loss is 400. I told you I keep it very like tight for 3 contracts. A lot of people are like, no, she's lying. I'm like, I'm not lying. I keep it like that. I do 3 contracts, $400 risk, and I usually come out with anywhere from $700 to $1,500. That $4,000 day I had, that was $400 risk on every single account, on every single trade. I took 3 trades, and each and every trade was anywhere from $800 to $2,200, and I trailed. I don't want to be risking a lot of money. These prop firm accounts aren't something to mess with. And for me, $400 isn't that much because I know I can get that back. But to each their own. I know I see a lot of people with 3 contracts, they'll risk anywhere from like 750 to 1,000. I don't want to do that. I think that's insanity. And I think that's way too much. Risk on each account. So $400 risk on each account. You saw my profit, my take profit and stop loss brackets. They're the same. I think though I had those at 550, I changed it down to 400. I cut my risk down. I just felt more comfortable with it. And I'm very precise on my entries. I get in, I literally pull the break even when I'm like $150, $200 in profit. I don't care if I get stopped out. I am pulling the break even at $150, $200 in profit, and then I start trailing from there. It does look like we broke above these highs a little bit, but I'm not sticking around for it. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you all tomorrow. We had a great trading day, and I got a one-on-one meeting I got to get to, and I got one this afternoon at 3 o'clock as well. So I will see you all later, and we did good today. Don't overtrade. It's a shitty day. And even though it was good when we got in, the rest of the day just seems very choppy and not worth it. So I'll see you later, April. I'll see you later, everyone. And tomorrow will be another amazing day.